Welcome to Creekside Chat, brought to you by Diamond Creek Farm. Pull back the barn doors as we delve into the inner workings of a breeding farm. Talking about anything and everything that comes up on the farm. Follow along with us monthly as we continue to strive to be the cut above. Welcome to episode 6 of Creekside Chat. So far this season, we've taken you into the breeding shed and the foaling barn. Today we're here in the mare barn to show you firsthand how mares are bred at Diamond Creek. We're going to see two different ways of breeding today. First, a normal insemination, and then a deep horn insemination. We'll start by breeding Blood Oath to Sweet Lou, followed up with her 14-day pregnancy check. Next, Dr. Van Dolen will show you deep horn insemination with the mare Please Behave being bred to chimpanzee. Come on inside. I think one of the neat experiences here at Diamond Creek is we teach the interns and the employees how to clean and breed. And Katie Wyman here, who's barn foreman, is going to lead us in a demonstration of how to clean a mare. So one of the opportunities is allowing them to breed the mares. For each employee or intern to get to breed a mare, they've got to clean the mares. Learn how to clean them appropriately first. And then once they pass the test 3 times in a row, we allow them to breed. And in between, we're practicing on old retired mares or recent mares or tease mares. So, if there are opportunities, we want to be able to provide them for them. So Katie's cleaning with ivory soap because it's not only gentle on their skin, but it's also does not kill the semen. So Katie always cleaning in and out, never back in once she goes out. So, trying to provide as sterile a spot to breed. Starting with soap and then always cleaning with water at the end and then usually patting dry. Nice and clean. All right, you and Cameron are going to switch. And Cameron is going to breed. Cameron was with us last year and got to breed a handful of mares at the end of her time. And then 2 for 2, 3 for 3 last year. Yeah, 3 for 3 last year. And this is the first attempt this year. So we'll see how this goes. Again, try to do everything as sterile as possible. Try to touch what's going inside the mare the least possible. Sterile glove. Now she'll grab the pipette. And get lubed up. Sterile lube always. And Blood Oath, Sweet Lou. All right, Cameron. And she'll take that off, put a little bit of air in to clear out the remaining semen in the pipette. Perfect. Okay. Out she comes with a clean glove too. So Katie on her way to being able to breed mares. All right. I think one of the biggest questions that we get from, people that have never bred before is, what does it actually feel like inside? I think the best way to describe it is like heat and pressure. Your arm is kind of swallowed up by all of whatever's in there. When you stick your hand through the vulva and into the vagina, is kind of a warm, enveloping feel. And then you feel the cervix usually on the back wall. Every mare's different, obviously, but it kind of feels like you're sticking your finger through a full balloon. Sometimes it's tight like a hot dog, I guess the best way to describe it. But you end up finding the cervix in the hole and into the uterus. You usually slide a finger through the cervix and into the uterus and pass the pipette past the finger just ever so slightly, and then end up depositing the semen into the cervix, or through the cervix and into the uterus. And usually a good breed means you're not feeling the semen come back on you. And if it does, a lot of times it's just a quick readjustment of the syringe, of the pipette. But it's usually pretty quick and easy to teach, and the interns and employees really like that. So try to give them as good of an experience as possible. Now let's see if Cameron did a good job. Here's our vet, Dr. Morrison, helping guide us through the process.
So today she is 15 days from ovulation, and she was bred 16 days ago to Sweet Lou. So we will be scanning her uterus. Oh, and there's our pregnancy. It is 16 millimeters in diameter, and it is way at the top of the horn. This is the ovary. And then we're going to make sure there's only one. And it looks like there's only one. And then we will check her again in a few days. Good job, Mom.
My name's Karen Von Dolan. I'm a reproductive specialist at Hagyard, and for deep horn insemination, the main considerations are it's different from a uterine body insemination in that we are guiding a very flexible pipette to the tip of the uterine horn right near the oviduct where the mare's dominant follicle is, so that the most number of sperm are able to colonize in the oviduct and be ready and able to fertilize. Reasons why you might consider this would be if you're working with low total numbers of sperm, and in that way you are minimizing loss of semen as those sperm are traveling through the reproductive tract. And it's also what we use for breeding with frozen semen, because those sperm are generally packaged in fairly low numbers of doses, and also may have compromised motility after the freezing process in some cases, not all. Okay, so first I'm going to introduce the pipette through the cervix. And then transrectally, I'll palpate, feel the tip of the pipette, and then gently guide that up the uterine horn to the side where the dominant follicle is. And then we're going to inseminate the semen, flush the pipette with a small amount of air to make sure all of the semen is in the uterus, and then slowly retract. And she is all set.